Hello and welcome back to the channel. Well, you've no doubt heard the sneaky shenanigans going on by PayPal that were related to their acceptable use policy. So without further ado, let's get into this story. This tweet from David Marcus helped to highlight what was happening, saying, "It's hard for me to openly criticize a company I used to love and gave so much to. But at PayPal's new AUP goes against everything I believe in. A private company now gets to decide to take your money if you say something they disagree with. Insanity." And a perfect summary of what is really going on here. So that's how it started. Let's see how it's going. Well, it looks like it's not going too well. As you can see here, PayPal, within the last 5 days, a recent relative high, 94.78, but currently trading at 84.61. So down significantly. This news is not helping at all. Let's get into the article. This article from Daily Wire, which provides a nice summary. PayPal value down $6 billion. Delete PayPal searches soar 1,300% on Google after Daily Wire report exposes the misinformation policy. Google searches for phrases such as delete PayPal were soaring as much as 1,300% after a report from the Daily Wire highlighted the company's attempt to penalize users $2,500 per incident, by the way, or spreading, quote, misinformation through the platform. Now, the dangerous thing about this is who determines what's misinformation? Certainly, should PayPal be the arbiter of what is truth and what is not? I do not believe so. This is a dangerous precedent to try and forge. Now, PayPal, which of course has deplatformed multiple entities and commentators for political and social views, those are opinions. It's not fact or things like that. It's simply someone's opinion. I mean, just having a political opinion can get you deplatformed. What's next? It gets you fined $2,500 because they didn't like that you took a certain stance on a certain policy idea? Ridiculous, but it certainly could end up there. Now, PayPal had unveiled an upcoming change to its acceptable use policy that would have banned the promotion of, quote, misinformation, as well as hate, violence, racial, or other forms of intolerance that is discriminatory. Now, they certainly have the right to police their own platform, but the problem is that they could start policing people on their platform who say something in another area, not even on PayPal. And, what constitutes, actual discrimination or intolerance? I mean, these days, if you say something factual, like, a woman has a vagina or a man has a penis, I mean, it's likely to get you booted off of a platform nowadays, even though it's factually correct, but whatever. Within 1 day of the Daily Wire reporting the policy change, PayPal claimed that the new guidelines were published, quote, in error. Where have we heard that recently? Oh, this was a glitch. This was an accident. I think maybe that was with YouTube as well. You see, this isn't isolated to just one platform. There's something active going on in many different areas. Of course, they apologize for the confusion this has caused. PayPal trended on Twitter over the weekend as thousands of customers expressed their disdain for the policy, and rightly so, on social media, and announced that they intended to cancel their accounts. Google searches for phrases such as how to cancel PayPal were still trending as of yesterday morning, according to an analysis of Google Trends data from MarketWatch. Phrase delete PayPal surged 1,392% after the AUP announcement and retraction. Customers reacted strongly as PayPal said users found in violation of the new policy could be liable for damages, including the removal of $2,500 debited directly from their PayPal account per offense, with cases deliberated at the sole discretion of the company. Now, this is actually, I've found out recently, been happening already, where people have already been basically debited money or fined, it's seemingly. Now, I can't independently verify this, but let's just say there was some posts on Twitter that seemed to indicate that this had already taken place. The company's stock price fell more than 6% on Monday as the intense backlash appeared to spook investors, causing PayPal to lose over $6 billion in market cap. Among the individuals who criticized PayPal over the policy were a number of lawmakers, commentators, investors, which, that's where you don't want to start going. PayPal doesn't want to start spooking their investors, as well as former PayPal president David Marcus, who we already mentioned, and PayPal co-founder Elon Musk. The announcement and reversal occurred days after PayPal canceled 3 accounts, the link to Toby Young, a commentator who runs a British nonprofit called Free Speech Union. The organization has defended clients such as actor and comedian Russell Brand, who recently moved his show from YouTube to Rumble in reaction to censorship from YouTube. PayPal has also sanctioned Gays Against the G-Rumors group that opposes the sexualization of children. Who is for overtly sexualizing young people? That is definitely despicable. As well as evolutionary biologist Colin Wright. So a biologist, an evolutionary biologist. Since when is it okay for PayPal to determine what speech should even be allowed? I mean, it's just Orwellian at best. Platforms such as Amazon, Twitter, and Facebook have sanctioned conservatives over their positions on controversial social issues, including lots of different things, but including pokes and things like that. And let's not forget that has been an area where there has been a lot of change in what is fact over even the last 3 years. There are things that you could not say 2 years ago that would get you kicked off a platform that you can openly question now, finally. But if you got kicked off that platform during that time, are you being allowed back on? Yeah, not necessarily. So if you go to Twitter and you type in the PayPal Go Woke Go Broke hashtag, then you will see a lot of interesting things popping up. You'll see things like, this person canceled their PayPal, account closed. You'll be seeing things like, whoa, PayPal's stock this morning, an absolute nosedive after patriots fought back and deleted their accounts over the woke company's initial plans to police your First Amendment rights. Don't give them an inch. This is the way we are winning. Can you feel it? Absolutely. Now, supposedly, the AUP notice, as we recently saw, went out in error. But is it really an error? Well, one individual, King Titan on Twitter, is beginning to question that. And this post from King Titan says, I have irrefutable evidence that @PayPal is lying. They said the notice went out in error, but it was actually uploaded to their website since at least the 27th of September. So it went out, they slipped it out in the middle of the night, and they intended to just start enforcing this. But someone called them out on it after they tried to use it. And, good for the Daily Wire for pointing this out. Now, there's a whole thread here from King Titan that also shows proof from Archive Today, showing Wednesday 28th that there was the new acceptable use policy. And then he has this quote, so there is proof from 2 archival services. This notice was prepared at least 1 week in advance and was already pre-filled with the date it was prepared to go public. Although it is strange, they wrote last updated on November 3rd, 2022, even though it was still September. So clearly that seems to be the day that they planned for this to actually be implemented. It's a little confusing because they had already seemingly rolled it out though. So maybe there was a little bit of lack of a communication there, but the backlash was swift and correct in my opinion. Then he goes on to say he downloaded the file, checked the metadata, and you can see the author is a person named Yuki Lin. And you can see that she has been working on this document since September 21st. And then it goes on from there, So they have been working on this document for almost 2 weeks before it went public, and it was finalized and sitting on their website with the date of publication already filled in for at least a week. Now, maybe when they say it was published in error, they meant that they didn't mean to roll this out quite yet, that they actually meant to roll it out in November. But who knows? That could be the only error that they actually meant. I mean, someone typed this up, wrote this up. This was going to be the policy. This was not a mistake. This was going to be the policy. And then, if you follow this thread, he kind of digs into who Yuki Lin is, some Chinese contractor that works for PayPal that doesn't exactly report through the normal reporting structure. And it's just very curious. And also there is something interesting that Yuki Lin is apparently responsible for about 37% of various legal public documents that PayPal has released. So, and again, doesn't seem to report through the normal reporting structure. So what's going on here? I don't know. All I know is that in the end, I think PayPal is getting what they absolutely deserve. They're getting destroyed in the market, and they should be. And of course, if you want to close your PayPal account, certainly welcome to. I'm not telling you you should or you shouldn't. And I don't even have personally any alternatives yet to my own PayPal account. But this has certainly made me consider closing that account and using something else. So we'll have to see in the future what I do. I need to get some basically some alternatives to set up, because I have been using PayPal because I allow my children to use PayPal because they don't have credit cards yet. That way they can, do stuff and buy stuff online. I give them, basically the authorization and say, you're good. Yeah, go ahead. And they proceed ahead. In any case, let me know your thoughts about the reckoning that PayPal is now facing and what you think of this. Are you gonna quit PayPal? Are you gonna close your account? Do you have an alternative? If you do have an alternative that you like, post that down in the comments below. In the meantime, if you want to continue to smash the narrative the way that PayPal has smashed their own stock price, then please click on the like, share, and subscribe buttons. We're still pushing for 1,000 subscribers, closing in on 600 right now. If you're enjoying this content, then please, every subscription does help a small channel like mine. That's all I have for now, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.